Thanks for clicking on the video. I am glad that you are here, and in this video I shall be talking about Tailored Expressions Blender brushes. Welcome to Handmade by Kanika. If you are new to my channel, make sure you click on the red subscribe button and as well turn on the bell notification so you are all updated with my latest videos. So let's get started. So that's how the blender brushes come. So it's set of 10 brushes which you can see through some of them here. Now let's get on the back side of the packaging. So here it's mentioned about the size of the brush, and here it's written they have fine white bristles, the rainbow colored handles, and perfectly sized brushes. And as well the caddy is sold separately, which is this one. So I have purchased both of these together, and that's how it looks once everything is set, so which you will see later in this video. So now let me open the brushes and show you how do they look like. Before we move forward, let me be very much clear that this is not at all a sponsored video, and I have paid fully to buy these brushes and caddy set, and all the reviews which I give on my channel are truly my honest reviews and not at all biased reviews. So now let's get back to the video. So the first impression is seriously amazing. I love these soft bristles, and one thing which I love is that they have white bristles, so you know that how much color is loaded on the bristle, and this create looks like these brushes are specially made for crafting and they are not the makeup brushes. And the rainbow colored handle makes these brushes look unique. So now firstly let me open up the caddy, assemble it, and then as soon as I put all my brushes in the caddy, I'll show a demo. I'll be creating how you can use these brushes. Or are these brushes worth the money? So just in case if you're planning to buy, I have linked down below the direct links to buy these brushes in the best possible deals available. So that's how storage caddy comes. You need to assemble it. That's the lower part which moves like this, and you have these two attachments, and the third one is this. So now let's assemble it first. So here I have these, and here you can see blender brushes by Tailored Expressions. So to start off, here you have this transparent film which you need to make sure you're removing it, as it will make sure that your stand is sturdy, the caddy is sturdy. And as well you can just simply join the attachments and make the caddy, or as well use any liquid adhesive to make this caddy look complete and permanent. So here I am adding it like this, and I am pressing it down, making sure I get to hear the click sound so that I know that it has set perfectly in position. And now once I am done with this as well, I will simply add the top layer, which is this one. Also, I will be showing a lot of examples of using these brushes and the right way to use these brushes, so make sure you're watching the full video till the end. So here my caddy is ready. Now let me fastly just assemble it and keep all my brushes in the caddy. And if you're enjoying watching this video, then make sure you hit the like button, and as well if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, do it right now. So I am randomly assembling it right now and not as per the rainbow pattern. So that's how it looks when it is complete, and here you can see I'm done, and that's how it looks. As well, let me talk about the brushes. So these are some of the projects which you will be seeing later in this video. So talking about the brush, so it has this create which I already told. So the head of the brush is 1.5 inches, which is just perfect. I'm saying perfect because I have worked with them, and the built-in quality of the handle is so amazing that even if you apply a lot of pressure, they won't crack or it won't break. And here you can see I have already worked with the pink color, and that's how it looks. And now let's get into the video and do some stenciling. So here to start off, I'm using my Make Art Station as I will be working with ink, so I don't want to spoil my self-healing mat, so I'm using that. And here I'm using the iris paper of Trust My Craft. This one is the 270 JSN and I have pre-cut them to the size 4 1/4 inches by 5.5 inches approximately, and I will be working with several distress oxide inks and as well distress inks. So now let's test these brushes and see that are these brushes worth the price. So here I am using my Prima stencil. I am simply layering it on my iris paper and I am using my magnets to hold on the stencil and the cardstock so that when I use the brushes they don't move. So the first color which I'll be using is the Fossilized Amber and Vintage Photo Distress Oxide. So now here comes the best part. As I'm using the yellow shade, I can easily pick up the yellow handle brush. So now let's start inking up our iris paper. So here I have picked up the color and I am getting directly on my iris cardstock, and with the first application I felt these are very smooth, and as well I could ink up my background quickly without getting any color patches. And here you can see as well I am able to ink up the background so quickly and blend in the colors. So while I work, I could see I can do my stenciling very quickly, and as well I could see the blend of the inks are great and I didn't get any problem. And here you can see this is how it looks. I'll just show you how the stenciling looks like, and can you see how crisp and how beautiful this looks? Trust me, if I had been using the older methods of stenciling, it would have taken me a lot of more time, and as well I would have got the patches. So now let me clean up the space, and if I had to ink up the background with my brush directly and not do the stenciling, so here I'm picking up the ink, and here you can see I'm just trying to distress. I'm just trying to do the things which we used to do with our normal ink blending tool, and I could see I can do this as well, and that too very quickly as I just had to pick up the ink once or twice. Now getting directly with the brush on my iris paper is as well easy. So what I did is I tried to apply little pressure in the starting and then little less pressure later on. So if you want lighter tone of the shade, you can do that. If you want to tone up the color, you can do that. So that was one of the things which I used to struggle while working with the older methods, and here you can see I have used the darker method. So what I have done, I have put the finger on the back side of the bristles so that I apply a lot of pressure, and while working with the normal brush I didn't do, like if I work like this I don't apply a lot of pressure, so I get the lighter tone. So for stenciling I would give these brushes 10 on 10. For color blending as well I would give these brushes 10 on 10, as later in this video you will see I have tried blending out the same color ink and I got amazing results. So here I am blending two different inks. First one is the Fossilized Amber, then I am moving on to the Picked Raspberry Distress Oxide, and I'll be blending in that. And as well later you will see that I am blending in the Picked Raspberry color and Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide ink and creating a violet shade. So yes, they are very much amazing to blend in the colors and create a third color. Like here you can see as well the area where the yellow and pink is merging, it has created a tint of orange shade. So now let's move on to the third color, which is this Distress Oxide in the shade Peacock Feathers. And firstly I'm just adding up the color in the base layer, and then slowly and gradually I will be merging it with the help of Picked Raspberry. And as well Do comment down below that which video you want to see next. Do you want to see a tutorial or you want to see a product review? So do comment down below, and the majority which wins, I will be posting that video on my channel. And can you see already the third shade has started coming in? All you need to do is blend the colors very nicely and you will get some amazing results. If you don't want to blend in the colors, you can as well get the shade of violet in the Distress Oxide, which is the Wilted Violet shade. So now let's move on to single color coloring and stenciling. So using my Dress My Craft tag punch, I have already punched them out. So the first shade which I am using here is the Distress Oxide in the shade Speckled Egg. So for this here I'm using the gray brush, and you can see how easily and quickly I have blended the first layer. And if you want darker shade, what you can do is go back again on the first layer. So here I am done with the first layer, and here you can see with the darker application you get the toned up look. And can you see how beautiful the background looks? So now here I'm using Prima stencil, and what I'm going to do here is using the same shade, which is the Speckled Egg Distress Oxide, I'm going to stencil. So what will happen is I'll get a toned up look, like what we call as the monochromatic look basically. And let's see how the results come out to be. So here comes the moment of truth, and I just love this effect. Like, it looks so natural and so amazing. Seriously, I love this background. So now let's move on to the next one. So here I'm using the Distress ink this time. This one is the Candied Apple, and here you can see when I am applying pressure I get the darker background look, but if I don't apply a lot of pressure I get that lighter tone look. And while I blend in the colors, I don't see any patches coming out once I blend the ink very well on the base. And similarly, like before, here I'm using the same stencil, and you can see that the stencil already has the Speckled Egg Distress Oxide ink, so I didn't mind removing that, and I wanted that shade, as once I'm going to apply a darker tone ink that won't show up. So here I'm heavily applying the ink, and you can see the amazing look which I have got here. So here comes the most important question, that are these brushes worth the money? So yes, if you are using inks, I would highly suggest you, this is one-time investment, so you can definitely spend your money on these brushes. And the direct link to buy these brushes is mentioned in the description box. So let me show you some other examples. Here you can see I have blended the Peacock Feathers and Speckled Egg Distress Oxide. And if you're following me on Instagram, so you have already seen these pictures on my Insta stories. So make sure you're following me on Instagram. The link is in description box, as I post sneak peeks of the upcoming videos and a lot more things on my Instagram account. So see you soon. Until next time, till then, happy crafting.